Jeannie Hankins from the Wickenburg Sun, and we're down here at Heritage Square today, and just wanted to bring you up to date on some of the development that could be happening here within the next year. And as most of you know, based on our other coverage on Facebook as well as on the internet and in the Wickenburg Sun, a developer has an interest in Heritage Square, and by this time next year we could have a 4-story hotel in this area if all goes as planned. Just to orient you a little bit about where I'm standing, behind me is the roundabout, and to my left is the old Gold Nugget building, as most of us know it. It also houses some retail shops and the Verizon store and an art gallery now. And then over to my right, of course, is the community center. So this whole area, other than the Texas Hotel, which is now Antiques and Artisans, that area, that hotel, that building is not involved in this plan. But outside of that, we have a lot of development being planned in this area through public and private partnerships. Determine whether the rest of it happens is a proposal to build a cobblestone hotel as well as a chop house, which is a high-end steakhouse type restaurant right here in this area. And so the preliminary proposal was presented to the town, standing room only in town council chambers, lots of interest in this proposal, but they would put a cobblestone hotel basically right across the street from Anita's. And then right behind me, they would also put some retail shops in this area. And so you could see all of this from the roundabout as travelers are coming through town, and the idea is that would really start to bring more people off of the highway. This is the highway between Phoenix and Vegas. That would bring more people into downtown area, and so that's the plan. In addition to that, if that hotel were to happen, then some other plans would take shape. One would be for the town of Wickenburg to improve the community center so that space could then be used by the hotel owner or another private interest as convention or event space. And then in addition to that, the town would also improve the Ramada at Coffinger Park so that weddings and funerals and those kind of community events that we traditionally would have at the community center, there would be additional space for the community to use a municipal facility for those. And so that would come into play. Also, some other interests such as the museum are considering utilizing some of the public property involved between here and the community center, possibly even putting up a new building for the museum. So that's not official yet, but it's part of the talks that have been going on. And then and then across the street from where I'm standing, in the dirt lot located between Anita's and Wickenburg Way, basically on the outside of what we know as the movie theater, they're also talking about putting retail shops there, and that would be a separate development from a different company. And so just a lot going on in this particular area, a lot of interest, and a lot of folks are fairly positive about it. They're optimistic and yet cautious about the proposal, wanting to make sure that the developers don't just come in and change the look of Wickenburg. Most people expressed an interest that we remain a nice, small, western type town, and so they're looking at the hotel design in regards to that, wanting to make sure that the developer is sensitive to the nature of our town and enhances it rather than makes it look like your cookie cutter hotel from some other town. So, and we've heard that the developer is interested in working with Wickenburg on the design, and they, as you can see from our Facebook page and some other photos that we'll be putting in the paper, they did come up with sort of a Western theme, and so I look for that to continue as they go through this process. One thing to note is the developer who's interested in the property has not yet purchased the property. They're in the stages of escrow and all of that. They're purchasing it from M3. And so that'll be the first step to make sure that purchase happens, and then after that we look for them to move on with the plans. Now, if all goes as planned, they are looking at breaking ground yet this year. So 2019, you could begin to see that whole development take shape here in Heritage Square. And we'll definitely keep you updated on the Wickenburg Sun Facebook, as well as the website, and of course in the newspaper too. So keep an eye on us, and you'll know as soon as we do about what's going to happen here at Heritage Square.